Hello everyone, it's NotaNoobPat, and welcome to Perk Review. Today we're taking a look at the level 35 Freddy Perk, Remember Me. Each time you hit the obsession, you increase the amount of time it takes to open the exit gate by 4 seconds for up to 16 seconds. Therefore, if you hit the obsession once, it will take 4 more seconds, twice, 8 more seconds, 3 times, 12 more seconds, and 4 times, 16 more seconds. Any more hits on the obsession than that, you get no added benefit. However, the additional exit gate time effect does not apply to the obsession themselves, so they'll always open the gate at the normal 20 seconds. The pros are that you are practically guaranteed to get some amount of use out of this perk every game you use it. Then if you get the max use of this perk, 36 seconds is a long time for survivors to open the exit gate. This means you should hypothetically be able to catch one more survivor, or at least more effectively patrol the exit gates, even if they are far away from one another. Then, I love using this perk with NoEd. Now the main issue with this perk is that the obsession just isn't affected by this perk. If you hop on a gate and realize this perk is active, just have the obsession open the door, or go to the door that the obsession is on, and this perk isn't going to be a problem. The other thing is that some survivors won't bother with the door if they're the last ones remaining in a game. They're probably going to go for the hatch anyway, so you wasted your time even using this perk if a survivor hatches out. Let's get into our video demonstration. On the killer side, I am hitting the obsession to increase my Remember Me stacks. You will be able to track the amount of hits on the obsession you have by looking in the perk window. On the survivor side, you will generally notice how much slower the door is opening because of this perk. Survivors will also get a little Remember Me icon in the perk window to indicate that they are being affected by this perk. Let's get into our examples. Now in this game, I was playing extremely poorly. The survivors had already opened the door quickly on the other side, and I believe this is because my obsession, who as you can see I hit right here, had been on the door instead of her teammates. Since Laurie negates this perk, she was able to open the door in the normal 20 seconds, which hurts. But, due to the time added from Remember Me, I'm able to make my way to the other door which is far away. When I initially checked the door, all 3 lights are on. Had I not been using this perk, the survivor would have already opened the door by now and escaped. Unfortunately for this survivor, they hear my terror radius approaching and they run into a locker. I'm able to spot his aura with Iron Maiden and kill him before he can finish opening the door. In this next example, the 5th generator is completed and my NoEd activates. As I mentioned before, this perk is awesome to pair with NoEd. The survivors are going to be trapped in the game with me longer than normal, and they're going to be in trouble. After I down the Fang Ming, I conveniently find my obsession next and get another hit. Hooking or killing the obsession is the priority since this Nancy is the only survivor who can open the gate at normal speed. Everyone else is going to take at least 30 seconds for the gate to open. Finally, I'm also using Rancor, which means I can kill my obsession by hand. Moris generally take over 10 seconds to complete, so under normal circumstances, I would never do this because that is half the time it takes for the exit gate to open and survivors could all easily escape. But, since I know I have the extended exit gate time, I'm able to complete the Mori and run over to the gate where I find Fang Ming and Jane again, and I'm able to down them both. Remember Me allowed me to lock the survivors in this game when I had NoEd, and I was able to Mori Nancy with confidence because I didn't have to worry about the other survivors opening the gate in 20 seconds and leaving. To end the video examples, I have a game where I ran into a killer that was utilizing this perk. I complete the final generator and I immediately run to the exit gate. One of my teammates has already been killed and all the other remaining survivors including myself are injured. As you can see here, Remember Me is making the door opening take a small eternity. Despite having resilience and spine chill increasing the speed that I open the door, Remember Me is going to work successfully for the killer. The obsession was being chased around this entire time and arrives at an unopened door. Under normal circumstances, the door would have been open by now and we would have both escaped. Fortunately for this entire period, Adam was opening the other door and we are both able to escape. So you've seen some examples, let's give Remember Me a grade. This perk gets a 5.5 out of 10 from me. The reason this perk isn't any higher is the 2 obvious issues. If there is one survivor left, they're probably just going to go for the hatch and not have to open the gate. Then, if the last survivor is the obsession, they won't be bothered by this perk since they aren't affected by it. This also applies to a game where 4 people are alive. The obsession could just open the door and everything would be fine. This means you should always try to kill the obsession before the endgame if possible, so you can get guaranteed use out of this perk. This being said, a 36-second long exit gate allows for you to easily patrol doors no matter how far away they are from one another. This should lead to at least another hook, or you can pair this perk with NoEd and potentially finish the game out strong like the last example you just saw. Again, there are 2 major cons for this perk, but I think a 5.5 is fair. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. If you want to check out more perk review, make sure to look for the links in the description and visit my channel to subscribe. I stream twice a week on Twitch if you want to stop by. Take it easy.